right. Hello. Oh, I have my stream playing in the background, messing up the intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the last stream of the Winter Writer Retreat. I am so happy to have everyone here tonight and to be closing out the first day. So, yay. I hope everyone's been having a great day so far. All the streams have been great. So, I wanted to end the first day with something relaxing and a little more cool down. So that's why I picked journaling and meditation. But I will go ahead and let my co hosts introduce themselves. We'll start with Tiffany and then go to Shannon.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Tiffany, also known as TLR Rust Lifestyle, all around everywhere. And I am so glad to be here because I am a huge journaling fan. I always have been. And I am just really glad because hopefully I can learn a little bit about meditation because I suck at it. I generally either fall asleep or my mind wanders into the abyss.
Hi, I'm Shannon, running under the pen name SC Houston. I journal occasionally. I mean, I have like lots of journals. I collect journals. I think I'm going to fill them up, but I don't ever fill them up. And I do a small meditation at night in trying to go sleep as well. But I also try to use that time to think of one thing that I was grateful that happened that day.
That's awesome. And I am Morgan Lee. You're here on my channel. I am an indie author. I have one book out now, Seed Among the Thorns, writing book 2 and 3 this year. So we'll say hello to the folks in the comments. So Margaret was here early, getting out her dance jitters before so she could be calm for this stream. Devin is here. Hello. And let's see, Jabria's here. And Kelly stopped in before getting the girls off to bed. Thank you. And let's see, Aphrodite's here. Remind you to hit the like button. Isabella's here. Barrett, Nia, and I think I've said hello. Oh, and Mama Maggie's here. Hello, everyone. Okay. So, the structure of this stream is going to be, in between, we're going to talk about the benefits of both meditation and journaling and ways you can implement both into your daily life or just your life in general. It doesn't have to be daily. And we're going to do 2 journaling prompts together, and then we're going to end with a guided meditation that I wrote specifically for us writers. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So yeah, first, okay, do I want to add my little thing? Yes. Oh gosh, people are yelling. I'll add in my slide. Okay, so this is a slide that I made in Canva. I just wanted to show because it looks nice. Let me go to my outline really quick. Okay. So before we jump into the first journaling prompt, I want to ask my co-host what type of journaling you do and what kind of meditation do you have already. And I'm going to be right back. So
You want me to go first, or would you like to go?
You can go first.
Oh, so my journaling, I have lots of different journals. And so one is like my goal setting journal, where I'm thinking about all the goals I want to work on throughout the year. To me, I make yearly goals because my life changes every week. I don't didn't know my son was coming into town this weekend. That was a great surprise. But so I just write about my goals and how I'm gonna get there, my thoughts and people I need to talk to, or things I need to research, or whatever it is that to support my goals. And then I have another journal where I write down ideas that come to me, and I just write random stuff. And then I have another journal where I write down things that are specific to my story that I'm working on at that moment. So,
okay.
And I think I already talked about my meditation. So,
well, let's see, I've only really tried guided meditation. And one day see, I think I tried it one time and I was like, I ended up coming up with a movie playlist that I wanted to watch. I don't remember exactly what the guided meditation was, but something she said in there reminded me of a movie I hadn't seen in forever. And so I was like, oh, that would be good. But if I watch that, then I have to watch this and I have to watch that. And then all of a sudden she was like, you should be calm and relaxed. Thank you for joining. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what was I supposed to do? So that's probably my extent of meditation. Not medicated. I probably would be zen if I was medicated. And one of my
Dedicated meditation.
cousins, though, she recommended meditating in the shower because she said there was something about the water streaming down and blocking out all of the other noises that it works really well. And I haven't tried it, but I do know that I get really good like writing ideas when I'm in the shower. Sometimes I even come up with like whole, outlines and different things. So shower works really well for me. As far as journaling, I do a number of different journals, but mostly I do a lot of my journaling in Notion. And I like it because I can have it on my phone, I can have it on my laptop. So wherever I want to write or whenever I want to write, then it's there and I can go back through and look through it and either get things down or, just keep going and read through some of the things from the past.
Nice. So for me, I used to journal all the time when I was a kid. I have a lot of my old journals that I go back and read and laugh at because I was so dramatic and boy crazy, apparently. I don't know. But yeah, my journals back then were a mess. But now I kind of do morning pages a little bit, not very much. And then for meditation, I often follow guided meditations, or since now I kind of know how meditation works, I'll remind myself throughout my day to like take 5 minutes or whatever just to like breathe and just clear my mind. So that's how I use meditation.
I love
And
that you said the dramatic and boy crazy. I remember I have a journal from when I had to have been in 5th grade, and it says something like, William asked me for a pencil today. Oh my God, he's asking me 20 questions. He so loves me.
oh my gosh, yeah, that's how it was. Like, I can't believe he didn't talk to me today. He must hate me. I'm gonna call him later. I called him, but his mom said he wasn't home. I was like, what?
He's just playing games.
I didn't say, but I did when I started with meditation. I did start with an app that I downloaded for my phone that was called Serenity. So I don't know.
I haven't used that one. I don't think. I've used an app called the Insight Timer, I think, and like Headspace. But yeah.
Was it Headspace? I was watching something with what's the singer's name? The Canadian dude, Michael Bublé. And he was saying he was on an interview thing with Matthew McConaughey, and he said he falls asleep to him every night.
Oh my God.
And they were talking about how I guess he has some app that he reads a story to you, and they play like part of it, but it's like, Matthew McConaughey, like, all right, you guys, I'm gonna read you a story, or whatever his little voice is. And it was so wild. I was just like, I need to find that one. Maybe I can meditate to that.
Okay, so before we jump into our first journaling prompt, I just want to go over some of the like scientific benefits of meditation and journaling. So for meditation, things like gaining perspective, increasing your self-awareness, reducing your negative emotions, increasing your imagination and creativity, increasing patience and tolerance. And for journaling is pretty much kind of a similar thing. Keeps your memory sharp, boosts your mood, strengthens your emotional functions, and reduces stress. So before we do start our first prompt, I did just want to say that there is no right way to journal and meditate, in my opinion, because I feel like a lot of us get hung up on trying to like make it every day. Like I have to journal every day for it to count, or I have to meditate this certain way by, I have to sit still and have my palms up and, be like really ritualistic with it. And I just want to say, like, you can get the benefits from both of these things without having to try to force yourself into a box of like how you think it's supposed to go. So I just wanted to say that. And so my prompts for today are kind of introspective, I guess, because this is a wellness stream. So I'm kind of focusing on you as a person and not really as an author or writer in this sense. So our first journaling prompt, and we're going to have 10 minutes on the clock. So a 10-minute journaling prompt. So if you guys have a piece of paper and a pen, or if you want to type it, whatever you want to do, we're going to write a letter expressing gratitude and appreciation to your body, mind, or spirit, or all three. And I picked this one because I feel like it is easy to neglect our bodies and our minds when, especially in America, when we're like always taught to go and keep going and keep pushing. So I thought this prompt was a nice one. So we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock, and then we're going to journal on this prompt, and then we'll come back and just talk about anything that we learned over this prompt. So I'm going to change this to the timer, and that's our cue to start. uh, so we're going to go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock. Everybody in the chat as well, please journal along with us. So here we go, 10 minutes starting now. All right. Okay. So we'll reflect on how that journaling prompt was for you. I'll go first. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of eye opening just because I'm very hard on myself in general. So, like, trying to come up with like things to like thank my mind and my body for, especially like being chronically ill and things being wrong with my body. Um, so, like, yeah, just finding the words to say the things that I am thankful for. So, it was I don't know. It was a good exercise, I think. Does anyone else have any reflections on that?
I couldn't write the whole time. I'm sorry. Do you want to go, Tiffany?
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I started writing and I got to a point where I was almost going to cry. So I was like, okay, I'm not crying right now. I had to stop.
I was writing and I was writing something about oh, I don't even remember what I wrote, but it was really like the timing was perfect because it was something about being grateful for the aches and pains because it lets me know that that I can't do this alone, that sometimes I need help. And then my head started to hurt. And I was like, or medication, since I jokingly said medication instead of meditation. So I was like, that was great. It was perfect timing, brain. Thank you.
Nice. Well, is anyone in the chat, please let us know. Don't let it just be us. I need participation. So, did anyone journal during that time? I hope you did because this is an interactive workshop. So, please journal along with us. Let us know what any insights, any reflections that you had. Um, so, we were talking about Notion earlier in a different stream. Um, so, Tiffany, did you have your Notion ready to share and show like how
Oh,
you
yeah,
do that?
I do. I'm assuming if I just click share my screen, it will let me share.
I think so.
Okay, great. Okay.
Oh wait, something's at the bottom. Do I have to allow it?
Maybe.
I've never had a guest share or anything. I don't know. It won't scroll down though. It's like stuck
Oh
at
no.
the bottom of my screen. Unmute mic. Oh, there it is.
Oh no. I was thinking I had to click it to add it to the stream, but apparently not. That's you.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So this is I use Notion and I basically just created a page that has a oh, what is it called? Let me scroll down and I can show you. Um I have two different ones on here, but I have basically like if you go in and you create a database, I have it as a gallery database, but you can also do it as a table. And I just created that and then I set up I have a sample one here. I set up a template. And so each time I come in, it has like a little written cover, or I can add a cover image if I want to, add a picture. I put in the date, and then I have like certain moods that I like to track, like if I'm feeling awesome or happy, if it's a bad day, if I'm just pissy with everybody or annoyed, sad, depressed, emotional. So I can keep track of that as well as I get really bad back spasms sometimes, or migraines, or if I have ideas or working on my goals, an upset stomach, if it's something like came up while I was seeing my counselor, or um, I love to bake. It's kind of my stress reliever. So if I have baking or headaches, if it's the holidays, if it's a self care thing, like whatever my mood is, or whatever's going on. And then I like to keep track of kind of if I feel like I've been effective today in whatever way, shape, or form that is, whether it's being really productive in my business or my writing, or whether it's just being effective in my family or my life in some way. And one thing that I've learned for the day that's generally like a one sentence type of something that I'll put in. And then below that, I just add, if I want to add a picture, I put where it says journal here. So I'll write out whatever I want to write. And then I write 3 things I'm grateful for. And one thing I could have done today to make today better. And if there's a way to apply it tomorrow, how can I do that? And it's just a simple little format, but I enjoy doing it because A, it keeps me grateful when I write stuff, but B, it also keeps me introspective in a way. And sometimes I use prompts. Sometimes I just write like whatever the day has going on. So like this was a welcome 22 or 2022. So I just wrote that about, like what I felt for the day, how things were going on, different things like that. But this was one about feeling really alone. That was a prompt. Like, how do you feel alone? What do you do when you feel alone? Type of thing. So that was like a prompt. Some of them, like one day I just felt like I was one big trigger button. Like if somebody said anything to me, I was just going to explode. So that's what I did. And then this was another one where I was talking about guilt, and when people say things like, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that, and how that doesn't help your guilt at all. So that was kind of a little bit of a prompt as well. And like some of these are, pictures I've taken, and some of them are pictures that are things that I've, loaded through Notion just to kind of give the picture a day or give the day a picture. And I don't do it every day, but I do it whenever I feel the need or whenever something pops up. And it just gives me kind of a little place that I can go back and I can look. And the great thing is that it's also on my phone. So I can, pop it up. Like if I'm laying in bed and I want to journal, or if I'm out somewhere or visiting family and friends and, like on vacation, back when we used to do those. And I have my phone with me. So obviously I still have my journal and I can still journal like wherever I'm at.
Awesome. Shannon, did I mute you or did you mute yourself?
Mute myself.
Okay. I didn't know when I was trying to find. Okay. But that's nice. I haven't used Notion for journaling. I just have it for, right now I'm just using it for daily scheduling. But yeah, I like it so far. So I might try to do some digital journaling on there.
See, I like
been thinking about doing
journals. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Oh, I was saying
You go ahead.
I was saying I've been thinking about doing like some Notion tutorials on my YouTube page, because I've been doing. Morgan's gonna laugh at me, but because I think I showed it on one of my other streams how I had like this whole writing dashboard, and then I watched somebody else's thing and I redid my whole writing dashboard. So now it's totally different. And so since I've been like redoing it and restructuring it, I was like, this is kind of fun. I would love to show other people I did this in case they would like to do it. So I've been thinking about doing some Notion live stream kind of teaching about how to work with it.
I think that'd be a great idea for all those who think it's, something interesting. And you said you use it for journaling, but I don't know what Notion is. This is my first time really seeing it. But Morgan, you said you use it for something else. For what? What did you say?
I use it for planning.
Oh, planning. So it looks like it has many different functions. So that would be awesome to break it down.
Yeah, it's like a productivity app. Is that how you would describe it, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think for me, I like the journals. I like buying journals. Like all of these back here are journals. And about half of them have nothing in them.
I agree. I love buying, like I have at least one right here that I could put my hand right on. I love buying them, but then they're pretty and I don't want to like mess them up.
Right. Yeah. I think the same thing. Same thing.
So that's why I end up using Notion, because it's like, it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just there.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually told my husband last year, I was like, I would love more journals, but if you buy me pretty ones, buy me some ugly ones so I can write in those ones.
Right. So this is how I have my Notion set up right now. Like this is my like
Oh, wow.
January content planner thing. So
Yeah, I
like
do something like that too.
I have that, and then I have one for my goals. Like I got really into it because I started watching like different people's videos and stuff. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff on here.
I
Kind of
think
like a lot.
my writing, I have 3 pages that I go to other than my journal all the time, which would be my social media page, because I keep mine in there as well. And then my other 2 favorites are my cookbook and the writing section.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments. T. Irvin said I was also about to cry while journaling. Nia didn't get to journal, but it was a good time for me to think about what I'm thankful for about my body despite the struggles. Yes, that's why I picked that one, because like I was like, I don't show myself enough gratitude. I'll write my thoughts in the journal later. I chose one thing about each about my body, mind, and spirit that I appreciated, expressed that sentiment, and ended it with a thank you. I also live with chronic pain, so it's a difficult exercise. I feel that. Let's see. So many unused pretty journals. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Oh, what is that? I didn't read that. Buy journals in a uniform trim size so you can store them in order. Otherwise, it is such an assault on one's organizational mind.
I like my different sizes. So maybe that might be assaulting her mind right now.
Okay. So, oh yeah, I wanted to just shoot some resources that I use, or like YouTube channels and stuff that I use for journaling or meditation. So these are the top 3 channels that I watch: Lavender, Michelle B, and Yoga with Adrienne.
I watched 2 of those.
You watched 2 of those?
I watched Lavender and Michelle B.
Yes, I was doing yoga with Adrienne's monthly January thing. I kind of dropped off on it because I really can't do yoga because I'm hypermobile, so I kind of hurt myself if I do yoga. So I don't do it a lot. But yeah, so if you wanted to check out any of these channels, they are in my description box. Trying to make sure I have time for everything, so I feel like I'm rushing. But
Michelle B also has, if you're interested, Shannon, she has a lot of Notion.
oh yes,
Or she has at least a few, but
Yeah.
about how to set up her Notion and different things that she does.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, let me go back to my schedule. Okay, so we're going to do the second journal prompt, and then I'll go over the slide that's on the screen for tips on how you can implement it into your life. So let me pull that out for a second. Nope. Okay. So the second journal prompt is to reflect on if your goals truly reflect your desires, or do they reflect what someone else, a parent, partner, friend, etc., wants for you. So just a reflection on if your goals and what you're doing is something that you actually want. So that is the next one. I will need to reset the timer, and then we'll come back and chat, and then end with the meditation. So, where'd the timer go? Now I have to share the screen again. Nope, I keep clicking the wrong stuff. All right, so 10 minutes on the clock for this. I feel like I should do less time. Well, no, it's fine. 10 minutes on the clock for this one. And we'll chat again in 10 minutes. So go ahead. All right. So, how did that little journaling session go? Anyone want to go first?
Go ahead, Tiffany.
He's like, no.
I'm sorry.
Well, because mine's really easy. I like most people saw my my goal setting live stream that I did. So I put a lot of thought and effort into coming up with my goals and planning them out and kind of researching what it is that I really want to do and how I want to do it. So I'm for the most part confident that my goals reflect more so myself than anyone else. Where I think I have a problem, and I think this was something that I touched on in my live stream, is um, putting my goals and my things that I want to get done above what other people ask me.
Mhm.
And so that's where I think my discrepancy, if you will, comes in, is that I have great goals and then someone's like, "Oh, but I need this done." And then I'm like, "All right, sure." And I either stress myself out or I push my stuff back in order to be there for other people. And not that that's a bad thing, but you do have to, balance the two. So,
I think I kind of felt the same, and this was one too easy. I wrote something else because none of my goals are designed for anybody else. I'm pretty ambitious on my own. Everything I do is for my family or for me. So there's no one else, only my kids ever change that, but that's for the best because family always comes first.
right.
It's a good answer. So for me, I kind of like what Tiffany was saying. I think I picked this one for like, I guess the guilt almost associated with like pursuing your own goals, but other people need things from you, or
Mm.
other people trying to like change your trajectory. And like, I guess it depends on who's changing it. If it's like a friend that you don't know very well, or I guess it just depends on who it is. So like you said, family comes first. So if your family needs something from you, then it could change. But my problem is I let other people's opinions of my goals or of me change my goals. Or like, well, maybe I
Oh,
should do what you said, or maybe I should go with this route, or maybe I should um not take writing seriously, or maybe I should get this job instead of pursuing writing. So just stuff like that.
I
But
was
like,
there 10 years ago.
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I told my husband I wanted to write full time, and he was like, "Well, we could meet our financial goals if you got a job." Which we were military. We just moved to a new place. I didn't have a job yet. We just got there, and I was like, "Yeah, we'd be better off financially if I got a job instead of trying to figure out this whole writing thing." And so, yeah, but I think now I'm like, no, now it's
Yeah.
my time.
Yeah.
I think there's a moment where we've all been there, especially
Mhm.
because you know that your family cares about you and you know
Yeah.
that they want the best for you. And so when they say this stuff, it's not out of a place of malice or, trying to hurt you or, dissuade you from what it is that you want to do. It's just caring about you being okay. And so it's harder sometimes to tell them no or to
Hmm.
stay true to what it is that you want to do. But sometimes you just have to put your foot down and know what it is that you want. And I think once you really settle in and feel it in you, like, Shannon said, like, it's like, no, this is what I want. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And I think once you show them this is what you're going to do, but you'll be okay and you can find a way to take care of yourself in that,
Hmm.
then they're like, oh, okay. And you have to also find the people who, even when you aren't at that point, are still going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, keep going. You can do this. You got it. And you got to have those people as well to encourage you until you can get to that point.
Yeah. So Barrett says, I'm proud to say my goals have been aligned to me and my desires since 2020. Sad it took a penny to reprioritize myself, but here we are. Same. Slowly getting there. Let's see. Trying to see if there's any more on the prompt. This goes back to the question about how much time writing versus everything else. Let's see. Loving this great open discussion. I think that's about your story. This is what's going down. You're right. Okay. So it's almost time for the meditation, but I did just want to say some tips on how to implement meditation and journaling into your life. Kind of like what I said earlier, it doesn't have to be a daily practice. I think someone said it I think Chandra's stream, where like she can't do daily like journaling or meditation. So I just want to just put in some tips here that you can start small, start with a few sentences, or sit down for 5 minutes and just focus and try to like let your mind go on something else. And that just helps to just recenter you and calm down your mind a little bit. My next little tip was to use writing sprints to your advantage. We're already always in streams. So if you're in a writing sprint and there's a sprint going on, you can just, like try to set aside a time. If it's for like the first 5 minutes of the sprint, you're just going to sit, or you're going to journal something, or you're going to, I don't know, reflect on something. So use sprints, and then use writing prompts. And if you have a morning routine, you can make it a part of that as well, or any kind of routine that you do daily. And then my last little tip was to remove your expectation. There is no perfect way. I said that earlier as well. And then this is a bonus tip for just since we're all writers. So use journaling as a part of your writing process. You could use it as a way to explore the voice of your character and the story or world. So I've often made journals from my characters' points of views. I don't know if anyone else has done that, but I think that is a good way to like try to figure out where the character is coming from and everything.
I do that as well.
I don't quite do that. I delve into scenes that don't happen in my story. So, but a lot of it is internal monologue.
Yeah.
So I guess it's sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do it. Maybe it's a combination of both. There's like some journaling, but then there's also a few scenes that I write for my characters. Generally, I guess because I think of it's like their introduction, like when the characters meet certain people that are important and kind of how they feel about it. So it's kind of the scene, but also their journal of it. So.
Yeah. Never done that, but cool idea. I've written letters or emails to and from characters. Well, it kind of works too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool idea. I need to do that more. Yes. Okay. What do I have next on this thing? Let's see. Already did those.
Oh, there was another thing, Morgan, I forgot to mention. I've also this year explored what is this? Art journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I thought that it would be kind of a cool idea, and I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos that share like how you can express yourself and your emotions through art without like having to use like words or whatever, but it's like just the feelings that you have. So I sometimes feel like that is a little bit easier.
I kind of did that as a kid. I used to sketch a lot. And I had one huge sketchbook that I would take, and I did research at the library, and I would draw out whatever I was researching and write notes about it. But then the other pages, I drew life around me, and I just wrote what I was thinking at the time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't done it since I was a kid, though. I think what you did was much prettier.
What I did was just paint some bubbles and drop watercolors.
Well, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm also learning how to paint in my art journaling.
I've been wanting to do an art journal. It's been on my list of things to do since like 2020. So I will finally make one of these days.
Well, I bought paints last year, so
Yeah.
we're going a step in the right direction. I found this little kit on Amazon. It's like,
Are they acrylic or watercolor?
these are watercolor. This
Okay,
is like
it looked like watercolor to
Wilton
me, but
Newton, and it's got just like a little paint set in
nice.
there. And I don't know, it's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 colors. And so it's small. I can keep it on my desk, and it reminds me to do it.
Nice.
I have acrylic paints, but I have like big acrylic paints and, canvases and stuff for
Yeah.
that. So
Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and do our guided meditation that I wrote. But I did have this bonus prompt if you want to journal this later or anything. One of my sister's friend, one for her Christmas gift, she wrote letters for my sister to open on different days. So like she wrote like for when you're sad, for when you miss me, because they are at different colleges. Um, and I thought that was just a really sweet gift. Um, so this is for yourself. So write a note or a message of encouragement or compassion so you can read it to yourself on bad days. That is the bonus prompt for you to take home.
It's a good idea.
I just watched something, and they were saying write a letter to yourself to open on December 31st at
I
the
do
end
that.
of the year, to to like your future self, of like what you think that you've accomplished, or how you want to feel at the end of the year, or something like that. But I thought that was a good idea. So this one, I like that as well.
Yeah. There's a website, I think it's called Future Me, and it'll send you an email. Like you write the email, and then you can say when you want it delivered. So you can do like 6 months, deliver it to me, or 12 months, and then you get the email and then you open it. So yeah. So then you have it coming to you. So it's a surprise when you're like, oh yeah, I wrote that letter a year ago. Okay, so next is the guided meditation. It's not 10 minutes, it's only 7 minutes. But let me I have to stop my screen share. I tried to upload the video file to StreamYard. It wasn't working. Okay.
You uploaded it to your channel and did it as a private link.
Oh yeah, I could have done that too.
I didn't even know you could upload videos to StreamYard. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a button that says video file, but like every time I tried to upload it, it said your video file doesn't have a track. And I was like, I don't know what that means. But okay. All right, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Oh, no, I just minimized it. Nope, I can't minimize it. Okay. All right, so guided meditation time. I will be turning off my camera. So, yeah. This is a 7-minute guided meditation. It'll tell you what to do. So, I won't explain it any farther. So, I just realized something. My husband is really loud. He's going to mess up this meditation because you're going to hear my microphone. Anyway,
I
okay.
don't hear him. Do you, Shannon?
Do you hear him? Because he's like yelling because he's playing a game.
Yeah, I haven't heard him this whole time.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Welcome, writers. Tonight, I am going to guide you on a journey to exploring your creativity and moving into a state of peace. Use this meditation when you are feeling stuck in your creative process to allow your mind to wander and your creativity to expand. I invite you to find a comfortable position, either seated or laying down. When you are ready, close your eyes, and together we will take 3 deep breaths, breathing in positive energy, peace, and creativity, expelling stress, tension, and expectation as you exhale. On this final exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears and release any lingering tension in your body. Soften the muscles in your face, unclench your jaw, and let your breathing flow to its natural pattern. Find complete stillness in this moment as you allow your thoughts to come and go as they please without judgment. Release any expectations you have for this meditation and for yourself. As your mind continues to wander and your thoughts ebb and flow, I want you to visualize the moment you first fell in love with the art of storytelling. The very moment the joy of fantastical worlds and impossible characters flooded your soul. What sights, sounds, and emotions are associated with this moment? Take note of how your body feels as you encounter this moment in time. Envision the energy around you. Envision the energy surrounding this memory as a warm, glowing light hovering in the air on the space in front of you. This energy is uniquely your own. It's the energy that propels your imagination and brings to life something out of nothing in a way that only you can. As you interact with your creative core, ask yourself these questions. How have I been suppressing my creative self? How have I stifled this energy? In contrast, how can I nurture and grow this energy within myself? Remember to be conscious of your breath as you move through this practice. Visualize the light in front of you, expanding out wide on the exhale and shrinking in small on the inhale. Continue this visualization for a few more deep breaths. I am now going to lead you into several affirmations. Feel free to repeat these affirmations silently or out loud. I am enough as I am. I am creative. I let go of comparison and expectation. My words, my stories, and my life have power. Nourishing my body is refilling my creative well. I am a part of creation, and I was made to create. Consciously draw your attention back to your breath again. As we end our practice, together we will take 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose, exhaling audibly through your open mouth. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Check in with your body and notice how you feel. There is no need to rush. Take your time. You are welcome to sit with this beautiful energy for as long as you'd like. I hope you carry this positive energy with you throughout the rest of your day. And always remember, the world is waiting for your unique voice. All right. Okay, so how was that? Let me know, feedback.
Very relaxing.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to sleep after this.
I'm ready for it too.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon, Tiffany. What a wonderful way to finish day 1. Yay. And we have officially finished day 1 of the inaugural Winter Writer Retreat. Yes, we did it. You got a side hustle if you want it. Let's see, that was
I
awesome.
agree. You were pretty good.
I was gonna say, did you use any copyright material or anything on when you put that together? The music? I would put that on your channel. Let people come back to that.
Yeah, I use I get all my music from bensound.com. And then
I
all
love
the
him.
and videos I use Pixabay. So
Yeah,
everything
I recognize. I thought some of them.
yeah,
I think I
everything
used one.
was public domain. So I made sure
Yeah.
and then I had
And
to
you
write
can-
my own just in case so I didn't have to use anybody else's. So
I say you should put it on your channel. Let people come back and use it when they need it.
Mhm.
yay. Well, thanks. I might put it up there. You should start a guided meditation channel. I don't know about that. Writing it was fun, but like it took a lot. I'm such a slow breather. I never get all my breaths in these. More meditations. This is great. Thank you. Everyone, don't forget, it's Shannon's birthday tomorrow. Yes, it is. Birthday. When you see her in streams, let her know how much you love her. Yes. You could totally make a series on your channel under a topic like writer self-care.
Yeah.
Mhm.
About that. Yeah. With all my spare time, I'm going to make a second channel.
You mean you have no spare time? I don't understand. We
Yeah.
all have spare time.
Not at all. I mean, did you see my calendar show? My January is already jam-packed. Okay, so yes, that is all that I had for today. So thank you, Tiffany and Shannon, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a great first day of the retreat. The playlist is down below if you want to join us tomorrow. I think the first stream of the day is Zara. I think writing sprints. And then there'll be more wellness and writing sprints tomorrow. What else did I want to say at the end?
Back with you tomorrow.
Back with you tomorrow, yeah.
Yes. Tiffany and Shannon are both back with me at, I think, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. my time, I believe. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So, Tiffany, you want to give your outro first, and then Shannon?
Me? Oh, I was still lost in the 11 Eastern because I was like, did I write that down correctly?
I don't know. It's 11 Central.
Yeah, I thought it was 11 a.m. Central because my parents are coming over the morning to celebrate my birthday, and that means I have to kick them out an hour earlier.
I don't know time, okay?
Yeah, okay. I had to go look at that because I was like, did I write that down correctly? I was stuck in that moment.
I was like, you, Tiffany, I was going to go look at it after this.
11 Central, I'm pretty sure. It's in the description. Let's look.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
Okay. Because, yeah, I heard nothing past that. Well, again, I'm Tiffany, TL Ross Lifestyle on all of the social medias, and I am glad that I was able to be here with you guys this evening. If you are looking for me, Instagram right now is probably the best way to find me, although I did just start a Ko-fi page today, which was very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And posted a few different little short story pieces and an excerpt from the manuscript that I'm currently working on. So if anybody wants to go check that out, it's like the only place I'm not TL Ross Lifestyle. I'm actually my full name, Tiffany Russell. So other than that, I think that is all. And I will see you guys bright and chipper tomorrow. And for me, 11 a.m. is bright and chipper. Not a morning person.
I'm Shannon. I write under the pen name S.C. Houston, author of 2 books. I don't ever do this, so I'm going to do it. Okay. 2 books.
Ooh.
So working on my 3rd one right now. I have a YouTube channel, SD Houston, where I publish content right now, mostly on the behind the scenes with my marketing and publishing my books. So, and thank you so much for having me on. And it was a pleasure to meet you and work with you, Tiffany.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on, Morgan. You know, I love you more than my luggage. And I enjoy being on here with you. And it was great finally streaming with Shannon because I see her on all the different streams. And
yes.
We never get to be together. So, yeah.
No.
Yay. Well, thank you both again for hanging out with me and hanging out with me tomorrow.
No, Bear, you will not see me at 7 a.m. I won't see me at 7 a.m.
today.
Or at least if you did, you would not like me at 7 a.m.
All right. So Margaret says, good night, everybody. Happy birthday Eve to Shannon. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. And we'll see you tomorrow for the retreat. Okay. So bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.